And do showtime. Let's get it. What's up there, Spinners and Sharks? Ace of Vegas here. Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to the hashtag Vegas podcast. I'm your host, Ace of Vegas, and of course, I'm joined by my co-host, Roger from Seeking. Well, Roger is not from Seeking Vegas Sunrise. He is Seeking Vegas Sunrise, but he is not from Seeking Vegas Sunrise. He is from Two Fab Dudes and the Anxious Gamer. Roger, say what's up to everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back.
I threw off the soundboard. He was supposed to go hello there, I think.
Oh, I did. Oh,
hello there.
There we go. Okay. You confused me and I got lost.
All right, and then we also have Christina, who is one of Two Fab Dudes on her channel, but she's not from Two Fab Dudes. She's from Seeking Vegas Sunrise. Christina, say what's up.
What's up?
Excellent. Who we got on the live chat today? We got a good chat going already, I can tell. I think Denise actually popped in way before we started just to say hi. So did our boy Prophet Bertan coming through too. Jerry's in here, Patricia's in here, Tamara's in here. Anxious Gamer, never heard of him, banning him. California. Kino
Good night, everybody.
Right, indeed. Kino Kid in the house, because Kino Kid and Candy, they just reached 1,000 too. Patrick Butler, I think, is getting set up with some vlog stuff too, so he's going to start doing that pretty soon. Mr. Motel going to Vegas. Yep, Tamara brother for sure. Neil's in the house. So's Ronnie C. Bronx 718. Oh, Jerry Phillips too. Man, we are in. Mike Urbanek's up in here too. Let's have some fun, guys. All right. So, and who's that girl? Even got to see TVP. All right, everybody. So, while we're on the subject of just got back from Vegas last week, guess who just got back from Vegas? I'll give you a hint. It's not me.
Give me another hint. It's not me.
It is me.
Indeed. So, actually, Christina's in charge of this podcast today. She's going to be the repository of knowledge because we need to know what to expect in Vegas. So obviously, how many times has everybody been there since the pandemic, since we had the restrictions and since so all that stuff basically.
So I think we have been there 3 times. This was our 3rd trip since the pandemic.
3rd trip back. All right. Roger, what about
July, April, and Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
I think we've only been there once. It was for October last year. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. That was our only chance.
Because I was there. Because I went for 4th of July with the nerds, and VBI was there. TVP was there. Kino Kid was there. Cinnamon Girl was there. It was like a whole huge crew there. So
yeah.
I did that. Went to October. I also went to the Circa grand opening. Again, also with the Kinos. And then we also took a trip in February where I was out there with JR and Turn It Up World. Everybody's always out there. Everyone's always out there. Like Hagen, they're putting up some new vlogs finally. They may have been from last year. Doesn't matter. It's the quality of vlogs. That's the important thing.
There's no date stamp on it. We can't tell.
You don't date stamp a Hog and 2 cent vlog because they're timeless. Because couple banter.
That's
right.
True.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's some of the best couple banter out there, baby.
It is real, the love is real, and the Jesus, why did you pack that is real. Absolutely timeless. All right.
Two Fab Dudes has some pretty good couple banter.
Yeah,
too.
you guys do have some good,
especially when faced with a T-Rex.
Yes.
Well, that's more of him putting me in the line of fire when he knows I'm terrified of something.
Well, I can understand that. I've seen the Dinobots in action. I wouldn't want to be facing them myself.
Shit, that was the scariest.
Get you a donut after, so.
That's true. I do like donuts. I do like donuts a lot.
Worth it.
It doesn't take much to make me happy.
Well, on that merit, I think this might make you happy over here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a live look at our favorite place in the world. Bangkok, Thailand. No, Vegas.
Bangkok.
That's where you get TIE fighters. It's Bangkok. It's no. Jokes aside. Look at this over here. We have got some gridlock going north on Las Vegas Boulevard, past the Mirage, going up to Treasure Island. We're actually looking down from Treasure Island right now. It's 6:00 on a Sunday. This is beautiful.
And back to you, Christina, with the news.
There's our traffic on hashtag Vegas podcast on here on Ace Vegas.
Right.
But no, jokes aside, it's looking kind of healthy. Damn it, Roger.
Sorry, that's my new one. I love it. Stop
I love
playing.
Josh, come get your man, please.
That is a beautiful. That's a good, good camera angle too. I like that
It
angle.
really
The
is. I haven't seen
mountains.
this one before.
Yeah, no, that's a Treasure Island one. So that is gorgeous. Gotta love that. But yeah, so that being said, is this about what you saw in Vegas last week? Let's talk about, what do you guys want to talk about first? Transportation? Do we want to talk about traffic, the overall vibe? What do you guys want to start with?
I had a song that came to mind, but I don't want to say it because it's too early in the show.
There's what time is it now? 6:05, and there's a good night, everybody.
I think we should let's let Christina lead the way because we don't have the slightest clue what's happening in Vegas right now.
We're not knowing for another week, right? So
Yeah.
Right?
Tell us, let's start from the top over here. Obviously, there are vlogs that you got to watch at Seeking Vegas Sunrise. You have to watch that. Those are in the description box below. You go to the channel, and then you subscribe, and then you watch the vlogs. You have to do it in that order, otherwise your computer explodes, obviously. So you have to do it like that. But yeah, let's just do let's do the 5,000-foot view over here. What was it like just getting into Vegas? Y'all flew in from DIA. That's my airport, so because I own the airport, obviously. That's what the A stands for. It's ACE.
The airport was crazy, both in Denver and Vegas.
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of people that haven't left their house in a long time and forgot how to behave in public. So it was crowded and just some of that. Getting in was pretty smooth. Trying to think if we had any issues with our flight. Oh, no, not on the way there, just on the way back.
On the way back. That's the one that, spoiler warning for the vlog there, that's the one that was on fire or something, right? The engine?
Well, we got on the plane on the way back at McCarran, and they're like, we're fully boarded, ready to take off. And they're like, so whatever controls the firebox or something isn't working. And we're like, that doesn't sound good. They're like, it'll just be a few minutes.
Yeah, that's not good.
Later, we get off the plane completely. And then they started rerouting people, and our flight was a couple hours later. And so, yeah, it took us 10 hours to get home. Right. From stepping into McCarran to walking in our door.
That is quite a bit. That's a lot of time still.
Yeah. And then the second plane they put us on, we saw the luggage going into the plane, and then we saw the luggage come out of the plane, and we're like, well, that's not a good sign. And they're like,
oh, shoot. We got pennies coming in for shots. Dang it. Dang it.
Oh, pennies.
Oh, man. Penny's he's not trying to let me go to work tomorrow. It's cool. It's cool. I got you, though. I'm going to mix something up. Christina, please continue. Continue. I'll be right back.
We saw the luggage going into the plane, the luggage coming out of the plane. And then they made an announcement that they needed to go find a net to keep the luggage in the plane when they opened the door.
What?
Should we have thought of that before we're taking off?
Oh my God.
Man.
Yeah, so long trip home.
Party stream.
But I would say when we got in Thursday, it wasn't super crowded. It was starting to get crowded, but not too crazy. Friday felt like it wasn't too crazy either. But by late Friday night, it started to get crowded. And Saturday was super congested.
So Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, it felt like Vegas usually does.
Okay,
non-pandemic Vegas.
Little shot of vodka here.
And then
you do your shot. I'm going to be right back. I got to fix my camera. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Roger that.
Sorry.
Roger that, Roger.
Nice. Yeah, so it continued to be busy throughout the rest of the trip. We were there till Tuesday.
All right, good deal. So you said, so I think we got some questions about Ubers and traffic and things like that too. Who's that girl was just there? They booked a Tesla round trip. It was $111. Uber and Lyft wasn't as bad as going other places though. So there's that.
Yeah, we noticed with Uber and Lyft, there was still a long wait when we were there, and it was still really expensive. So I know we were supposed to meet Jay and Kay stay in Vegas, and I think it took 45 minutes to get an Uber. When we went to Fremont Friday with Mark and Joe and Trisha. I think that was a 45-minute wait too. So, and still really expensive. We had one night where we were leaving Fremont. We were at the Golden Nugget parking garage, waiting for. That's where their Uber and Lyft pickup is. It's like really.
Oh gosh, hang on, what just happened? Sorry, that's my gaming rig over here, y'all.
Okay.
It just did a reboot. I didn't tell it to do a reboot, but I think because I turned off something, I apologize. Please continue.
Yeah, so we're waiting at the Golden Nugget for an Uber to get to Golden Tiki.
Right.
I want to say it was Saturday night, and we never connected with an Uber or Lyft.
Oh, that's just that is terrible.
Yeah, we ended up walking back down the street. We were gonna go walk over to Circa to try and get something out of Garage Mahal.
Right.
And we saw a cab along the way, and ended up jumping in the cab to go to Golden Tiki, and it was very expensive.
Right. That was a rough walk up to Golden Tiki too, wasn't it? Because
yeah,
that's a rough walk there. No, that was the last trip you guys took. I remember that one.
Oh yeah, that was last trip.
Because I was sitting here like, Anthony, my dude, you don't bring a lady down that street, not after dark. I mean, you probably shouldn't do it. Like I'll say, but I always I felt better with my set of college guy friends. It's like, they're probably not gonna bother us too much walking down that way. But I probably wouldn't take one to women.
Blocks. We walked from Golden Tiki to Sand Dollar, and we were really drunk. So probably doesn't make it better. But
drunk in Vegas? That's weird.
Never seen that happen before. That's a new one.
Right, never.
We got Vegas best ideas making some supper there. But there was another question I did see.
Okay.
I wanted to address. Mike Urbanic over here. What airline did you guys fly in?
So we usually fly Southwest, and we did for this trip just because of the free bags, and they seem to be more on time than others.
Yeah, Frontier's always late, despite being
hours late with no
which is weird. Well, the weird thing is, like, Denver, we're a hub, and also shout out to Intel Wild. Appreciate that, buddy. Thanks for the super chat there. But yeah, they're always late, and we're a hub city. Like our airport is a hub for United and for Frontier. So if you fly United and fly Frontier somewhere, you're probably stopping off in Denver. So come see me and Christina while you're there. And then after that, get back through security. Good luck after you come see us, because it's going to take you 2 hours to get through it. Then get back on your plane and go to Vegas.
Yeah.
God, is security there really that bad?
It's inefficient, I think.
Oh.
We're in Denver?
Yeah, compared to, let's say, McCarran, I think it's very inefficient. I can get through McCarran security in like half the time. Security.
Security!
One of the best things we ever did was to get TSA pre-check.
Yes.
And it's $85 for 5 years.
Yeah.
So $85 total to cover you for 5 years.
For 5 years. To get you back to this lovely place here. That lovely place. I'm just going to be rotating cameras.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, there's no gridlock down here. That's interesting. Yeah. It's too far south on the strip, I think, because this is New York. This is right above the bridge.
That's a good view, too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the pride flags everywhere. Oh,
beautiful, beautiful time.
Yay for gay!
Hey, shout out to my brother-in-law though. So they've come out to us, and that is a lovely thing. We're quite excited about it.
Nice.
Yay!
Most authentic self. Can't wait to see them next trip that they come out here from the UK.
Nice. Be sure if you're watching this video to go back to, I don't remember what podcast it was where we talked about the best gay things to do in Vegas.
Yes, actually that is a good one. I should look for that, and I should link that for Pride Month.
Was that Valentine's Day?
I can't remember when it was. I feel like it was after that, because it was before October. I think it was in the summertime, because I had a viewer actually ask me about that. Because they were looking for safe places.
And I think that was the one that me and Josh were on.
Yeah, you both were on that episode. So it was a lovely episode, great episode.
Look at that, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a great way out there.
It looks like there's a little breeze too.
Yeah,
you really don't get very often in Vegas.
Yeah, Kino.
There's a Kino, yay for gay. All right. Indeed.
Kino says yay for gay with his mouth, but everything else says yay or gay for pay.
Well, the super chat's got to come from somewhere.
That's true.
And
Keno, I love you.
Well, he did declare you the best gay thing to do in Vegas. So
That's true.
Right after Duder over here, you are indeed the best gay thing to do in Vegas. So
I have to concur with that.
Take that there. Magnificent. All right, so we talked about transportation a little bit. So you're able to fly in. Doesn't look like it's terrible to get around, but again, it's 6:15 on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
This is not indicative of what Vegas is at full power. This isn't even its final form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like it was normal Vegas though on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, all right.
It was definitely crowded.
So kind of how it was on the 4th. I remember last year on the 4th, it was like once we got out, like at a certain time, I want to say like 10-ish, it's completely indistinguishable. Like there were lines everywhere. There were crowds everywhere. We couldn't walk around anything like that. I think I got back to the room at 2 or something like that. I was just exhausted just from walking around. It was insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ended up walking quite a bit. But it wasn't bad. The nice thing is we stayed at Vidara, so we could get to pretty much everywhere pretty easily.
Yeah.
I was really surprised at how convenient that property is to a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean it's a good spot next to Aria, and it's it's just like a hop, skip, and a jump over from Caesar's Palace, and it connects to Bellagio too, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That walkway is super convenient. Yeah. And it's basically like it's the third tower of Cosmo.
It almost is. It's like right between being an extra tower for Aria and then like a pseudo Cosmo, really.
Yeah, it's like directly behind Cosmo.
Yeah, we were just talking about Vidara yesterday because I suddenly started getting comps all the time for Vidara.
Yeah, we got one comp night there. I'm curious to see if now that we've stayed at an MGM property after getting M Life, if we'll start to get more comps.
I find like you usually do get a few more, but they seem to be a little more focused on the gambling and the gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of which, let's talk. We should talk a little bit about that. How much did you guys play while you guys were out there?
We actually played. So we didn't play at all the first night or the first day, and maybe not even the second day. But we found that Aria was a great place to end the night because it's a little quieter and more laid back.
Right.
So we played a lot at Aria, and we actually won quite a bit. So
I've never won at Aria. Last time I went there, I got my ass kicked.
We never have either. So we won at Aria and Cosmo. So our first win was on Top Dollar at Cosmo.
Mm-hmm.
The machine next to the one where I won, I don't know, last year. But Anthony won, I think, $883 on a spin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're kind of shocked.
Golden steer on you guys.
Yeah, right. So we did that, and then we had some wins at Aria, I think the next day. We won quite a bit on pinball. We didn't realize we were doing like $2 spins.
Oh,
oops.
And that pays pretty well, or it paid well at one point and then not later in the trip. And I actually won on a Dragon Link. I think I won $120 on Dragon Link.
Wow.
And then we won, I think, $250 and $320 on pinball.
So the purse strings are loosening up a little bit with the MGM properties, at least.
So it was pretty good. I mean, I think we went with $500, and we were going to leave with $1,300, but then we put a couple hundred back in the machine.
Had to DJ. You had to.
Always.
Yeah. So I think we left with like $900. So
you gotta
good.
Still a profit.
Yeah, you got to do the Movesture, or he does one backup spin. Yeah.
It works for
that.
Movesture.
So, yeah, when Anthony won the 883, we actually cashed out, but that was like early in the trip, so we weren't going to stop there.
Then they were slowly trying to bring the money back. They were trying to get you bitcoins right there. How many bitcoins do I have now? I have 2 of those.
Nice.
Isn't this great? I love this thing.
If only they were real, that'd be $70,000 right there.
Well, that's in the computer over there. That's why my computer reset is because I just turned it off from mining so it wouldn't drown out the
Okay.
I'm a degenerate that's doing that, but I only have the 2 cards, so it's cool.
All you need is 3 bitcoins and you're fine.
Yeah, it's sorted. I mean, that is all of the Vegas trips ever for like the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got Lucky Dog slots. Going to see Lucky Dog actually pretty soon at the Resorts
Yeah.
World grand opening. So Hallapalooza, guys, if you
11
haven't done,
days.
check it out. We're on the countdown, final countdown.
Hold on, where is it? Where is it?
I feel like that should be the Kermit the Frog, yay.
You're shorter, both of you, right?
What's that?
Don't you both have shorter countdowns than that?
I'll be there. I think I'm planning to be there the 23rd if all goes well, hopefully. So about 10 days out, I'll be there.
Oh, okay. So you will be there for the Hallapalooza weekend?
I'll be there for a bit of it. I'm not going to be able to make the full thing, unfortunately, but I am going to make sure that I go see our buddies Jason and Brandon. So
Cool.
good stuff. Mike is wondering if I'm sitting in a library. Yes, because that is exactly how we do around here. Wonder Woman keeps the library fully stocked, so we're covered. We are always covered here. I got a couple of my books down here too. I think I've got my, got the Princess Leia book. You have to have it. Claudia Gray, excellent author.
Nice. I can't show you my library.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, it's all digital copies, anyways.
It cannot take you anywhere. It's 20 minutes in.
I know.
20 minutes in, Roger. Get it together.
Yeah,
We need some more Vegas. I'm going to bring Vegas back. Where are you, Vegas? Here we go. There's some people walking around.
Yay, people. Oh, look at those peasants.
That guy seems somewhat topless over there. Not sure what's happening there.
Is that person dressed as Elmo with a backpack on?
Yes, actually. Yeah, that's Vegas.
Ah, Vegas.
That is correct.
He's probably coked out, too. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Vegas indeed.
Living his best life in there.
Yeah, right. God, I want to be dressed as Elmo coked out in Vegas. What the hell?
It would
So
be so
basically the
hot
way
in
you
that
normally
costume,
do.
though.
Yeah, can you imagine? It's like 110 degrees there.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
It's
Yeah,
already
let's
at
talk
the
about the.
point where it's like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say let's talk about the weather. What did you and Anthony do to keep cool out there? Because I mean, it's not. It gets hot here in Denver and in Fort Collins and all that, but it doesn't get Vegas hot.
Yeah.
So, and it's definitely dry out here, so we're prepared for that. So we hydrate, but how much more do you feel like we have to do in Vegas proportionately?
I feel like, Anthony just yelled from the other room. It was hot out.
We never would have known, Anthony. Thank you for the inside.
It was so hot. So it was actually not terrible the first day or two, and then it got really hot. And I just have this thing where I always have to pack a jacket and a pair of jeans. And
like
I don't ever wear them in the summer because it's way too hot. And Anthony's like, stop bringing long sleeve things. Because I'm like, what if it's cold in the casino? And it never is.
Never is. It's never cold in the casino. They just want to keep you awake to gamble. That's all it is. They don't want you comfortable. They just want you awake.
Yeah. And I actually lost a sweater, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, I lost a sweater. Memorial Day weekend in Las Vegas. I have so many questions.
Yes. It's a good story. It's related to the incident.
Okay.
So
we should talk about that when we get to restaurants. Actually, I think we should go to restaurants after we talk about weather.
Yeah. So we went to the pool, and we got a cabana at Vidara because we figured maybe that'll be a place to be a little cooler.
Yeah.
But it's not really that much cooler in the cabana. And we had misters coming out the top, but they were mostly misting the top of the umbrella.
Oh, of course.
So,
super helpful.
Not helpful at all. So we made it an hour and a half. The umbrella
was probably very comfortable. I bet you the umbrella was super comfortable there.
Yeah.
It felt great, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was disgustingly hot. So we made it an hour and a half. Luckily, they give you a free fruit platter. Not so free. And they give you free non-alcoholic drinks.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
Drinks, of course. But we got out of there as quickly as we could.
We're like, nah, we ain't doing this the whole day.
No, we're like, this is miserable. We're just here because we have the cabana. I
lost my Bitcoin. I can no longer invest it. That's a shame. I have to shut down my mining operation. Oh, no. I'll use the other one. I have 5 of them here. I don't know why.
I guess the other thing to do to stay cool is there are ways to mostly stay inside.
All right, so you figure gambling. You probably go see a show.
Walkways and
Are the trains running right now? Can you take the the trains now?
I believe they started on the 27th, the Aria tram.
Okay, good deal. So
but we didn't take that because I feel like on that side of the strip, the train is a lot less helpful. I feel like on the MGM side, it makes more sense because you can go really far.
Well, that's the proper monorail because otherwise they're just like per hotel. Like I think they have one between Mirage and TI, or at least they used to. They probably don't anymore.
And we've never taken the trams or the monorail, but we've been curious about them. Is there ever a point where it makes sense to take it on that side of the strip?
The monorail, if you're mostly staying at Caesars properties, I found that seems to be the most logical conclusion. Like if you're going from I don't know, let's say MGM Grand back up to Bally's, for example. In that instance, yes, I probably would take it. But if I'm staying at something like, I don't know, New York, and I want to go to Caesars, I got to run across to MGM first. I got to get on the train. I got to go across. I got to go up to Bally's. I got to get out at Bally's. Then I got to go across the street again to get to Caesars. So at best, it's like a roundabout way to do things.
Yeah.
It feels like you have to walk just as far to get to the tram as it actually goes.
Yeah, it's a little farther. It really is. It's kind of a whole thing here, you know. Mike. Mike had the answer about the tram. The Mirage TI is running.
Yeah, it's a bit of a walk, but at least you're walking in air conditioning to get to it most of the time.
Yeah,
that's true. But I felt like on our side of the strip, staying at Vidara, I was like, so I could walk to Aria to take a tram to the Bellagio when there's a walkway, or like I don't really need to go from New York to Park MGM.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're next door. So I don't know. We haven't tried it, so I don't know, I guess, the ways to get the most out of that.
I mean, I suppose if you're staying at Bellagio and you want to go to Park MGM or New York, it might be worth it then. There are instances where it's helpful, I can imagine. Okay. It's just, I don't know. I guess it just depends. It just depends.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
I think it's fun for the experience, at least. Even if you don't have a destination in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a friend that was like hanging upside down on the monorail.
Yeah, that's Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the Vegas for sure.
Yep.
Oh man. Question about downtown Vegas play blackjack, cheap tables. I mean, if you want cheap, I'd probably say El Cortez comes to mind immediately.
I feel like Four Queens too.
Yeah, Four Queens is another good choice there. And I'm trying to think of a third one, but those are the first two that come to mind. Used to be able to get some good stuff at the Nugget, but it's a lot harder now.
Yeah, maybe Binion's.
Yeah, Binion's is a pretty good spot too. I mean, Four Queens is better. It's a slightly more budget Binion's, but for what it is, I think Four Queens is actually better than Binion's, if you ask me.
I feel like it's brighter in there too.
It is. It's just a nicer kind of style there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like Four Queens a lot. I don't know how the D is though for blackjack.
If you want some of the kind of fun, crazy blackjack, the D is a good option for it. Plaza's a good option for it. But if you just want like for blackjack, what? Martin.
Oh, Martin.
I mean, is he wrong on both counts? I feel like he's right on both counts. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Nice.
Oh man. Okay, let's while we're on this, since we're on the subject of eating things,
hey-o.
Right.
Let's talk about food. Can we talk about food?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about food. So I know you had a couple interesting stories, but let's start with the reservations and the showgirls are harassing people already. Look at that. They just jump right on there. Forget about it. They don't get any free press. Goodbye. We'll come back to them later. Anyway, no, jokes aside though, but no, how is it trying to get food in Vegas this last go around?
Well, we always make all of our reservations before we go.
Okay.
And I'm glad we did because we sent a couple people our itineraries just in case anyone were to be in town. And I have to
Sometimes
say the
Scotch-Nut.
highlight of our trip was getting keynoted.
There you
And
go.
they actually found out, like they knew where our reservation was for that day, but they went and found out what time. So the best reservation was the Esther's reservation because there were people already sitting at our table, and those people were the keynotes. So we had
There
a
you
great
go.
time with them. And we had already, like, we actually had made our reservations for almost everything for this trip because we figure there's people that live out there. We were very much hoping to get keynote, but we actually gave up on that idea like a day or two into the trip. And we figure, you know, there's always the VCC out there, there's K&K. So, like, the cool thing is we already had everything for 4, and it's easier to go from 4 to 2 than from 2 to 4. So then we were able to invite people to dinners, and it was Memorial Day weekend, so we knew we had to have a reservation everywhere.
Everywhere for sure.
Yeah, so that really worked out. Yeah, so and we had a really cool dinner with the Kinos. So we had brunch with them at Esther's, and then we already had a reservation for 4 at Xpot, and it was our first time there. That was amazing. That has to be one of the coolest dinners that we've ever had. And they just put out a vlog about that too.
Nice.
But we had a pretty good time and a lot of drinks. So.
Oh, so it sounds like you had some largely positive restaurant experiences.
Yeah.
Any restaurant experiences that we should be concerned about, perhaps?
Oh, the other positive one was Nobu. So Nobu was really good. We had the chef's tasting menu there with our friends that live out there. And that's in our day 1 vlog that just came out. Yeah, so everything was positive except one.
Oh, except one.
And if you watched our vlog, you've probably seen it. So the first night we went to Nobu and then Absinthe, and then we were just looking for a place to get a drink after the show. And we just were walking around, and one of our friends actually grew up in Vegas. What was that?
I wanted to see the rest of the stream. Oh, now it wants to do ads. Screw you, ads.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to pick a different webcam now.
Nice.
Here we go.
What kind of webcam?
And if you guys want to find out, there is the Ace of Vegas OnlyFans link in the description box below.
Yeah, so after Absinthe, we were just walking around. We have 2 friends that live out there. One grew up with Anthony in Illinois. They've known each other since they were 8. And then his fiance grew up in Vegas, and she's never seen the flamingos at the Flamingo. So
holy cow.
Yeah, so she's like, can we go see those? And we're like, yeah, why not? Because you just don't do as much touristy stuff if you live out there.
That makes sense, yeah.
So we went and looked at the flamingos, and then we went to go grab a drink, and the nearest place was Carlos and Charlie's.
Okay.
And we walk in, and, you know, they were kind of trying to see if they could find a table for us.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places were closed for some reason. And we asked if we could sit outside. Because our friends are smokers, and they seemed a little hesitant to put us outside on their patio. And but a couple minutes later, they're like, "Yeah, that's fine." So they let us out there. We grabbed seats at the bar, ordered a couple beers, luckily on draft, and we looked down. And
oh no! Here it is. Here it is, guys.
Here it is.
We saw about 10 cockroaches.
Are we talking like the big
scurrying
hissing
around.
cockroaches? What species of cockroach are we talking about? I need to see.
I have no idea what species, but there were several of them. And the bartender comes up to us and he's like, do you see some bugs? And we're like, not just bugs.
All of the bugs.
We see several roaches. And he's like, oh, those are just my friends Alfredo and Carlos. And we're like,
was he kidding?
For them? And then I dropped my sweater because I brought my sweater in case it was cold at dinner. Right. Dropped my sweater as we were getting up to find other seats right onto the cockroach area. And I was like,
nope, it's gone forever.
This is where we part ways.
Were these your friends
what
here?
They looked like.
So that's Carlos and Alfredo.
Yeah.
So Carlos is here. That's Alfredo. That's Luigi.
Yeah.
This is I'm trying to think of a bug name right now. What's the one of Forager? That's Forager from Young Justice right there.
Right.
Oh,
So yeah,
that was
they
them.
looked exactly like that.
Okay.
So I feel bad because like the bartender was nice, like yeah, we have Anthony's version of the story in our vlog, and he's very drunk.
Now, where would we be able to find that version of the story ever? Like, I wonder if there's like a place, like a repository of the Seeking Vegas Sunrise knowledge that may or may not be in the description box below. Where would I find that?
Probably the description box below.
All right. Would I have to subscribe to Seeking Vegas Sunrise? Maybe hit that bell to stay updated with notifications. Hit the like button if I enjoy what I see, so we get more of it.
You are welcome to. And I have to say, we did leave out the actual video of it because I just didn't want to do that to a business. Not that we.
Damn it, Roger.
Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, there were nice people working there, and we almost left it out altogether. But
no, I'm sorry. If your business is gross, I'm putting you on blast. If your business is gross, I don't care if you're the nicest employees on the planet. Clean that shit up.
I know. I mean, I have a horrible guilt complex, but yeah, we're not go back there.
You just need to be like me. You just got to be dead inside. That's all.
Just a sec there. Hang on. I gotta refocus my camera here.
You gotta do the booty guru
again.
Yeah, the booty guru.
It's not working. No. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna stop it and restart it. Hang on.
It can't handle your stunning appearance.
Right. Hang on. I gotta hide behind my old logo.
Oh wow! Is that Batman and Joker?
Yeah, that is from the that is from the old days.
Wow.
That is from the old days.
Oh. Nope.
Hang on, it's coming back now.
Oh, wait.
I got it refocused. We got to start playing the Carlton. It's not unusual. Actually,
you want to be loved by it? Oh, yeah.
If we keep singing over it, then actually, technically, we don't get copyright striked. So
and you could do up to 7 seconds. You'll be okay.
There we go. That's how it is. 7-second warning.
That's a lot of people's policy.
Yeah.
That's how much of the.
No, hey! I just caught that. Oh my god, that was good.
That's a good night, everybody, too.
You hear that, Kino? 7 seconds.
Hey. And all that bombshell there. Hang on, where'd you guys go? Get back in here. There you are.
Oh my god.
So we had a bad time.
Oh, is there a line situation?
There's a slight line situation, the Vegas sign. Don't know why. Don't forget to go check out the Vegas sign. I guess if you're out there, that's what it's looking like right now. I don't know why people wear. We
learned on our first trip that's not an official line.
Yeah.
You just walk up. No one's going to stop you.
Yeah, we got a car from the airport, and the guy stopped there because he knew it was our first trip.
Mm-hmm.
And he walked us in, and because he was in a suit, he just was like, that line doesn't mean anything, and he just walks us right up to the line.
All right.
Nice.
And nobody stopped. Oh, I wonder if I can do that. I often wear suits to Vegas. That's a fun Ace of Vegas fact.
I think really anybody can.
Wait, you wear suits to Vegas? I've never seen that.
It's a little known fact, but I do enjoy dressing up for Vegas. I feel like it's a little bit of a lost art. So on occasion, I will pack a suit jacket and some slacks and a tie with a button up, and I will occasionally dress up to go to Las Vegas.
I think you're lying. I've never seen that in any of your videos.
It's a rare thing. It's only for patrons because I don't have a Patreon. My Patreon doesn't exist. I'm not sure why I said that. Maybe that'll be a thing for the patrons. Join the Patreon when I set it up, and you'll actually see casual Ace. You'll see him in a shirt without a collar. Maybe in some shorts. I don't know.
Oh, now you're pushing it, buddy. Now you're pushing it.
That's for the $50 a month donation right there.
Yeah, right. That's the after-hours show.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Stay tuned after this. No.
We're gonna switch to the Twitch stream.
Yeah, where you get to see Ace wearing shorts.
There you go. It has to be in a hot tub, otherwise I get community striked. I think for it.
Oh, nice.
Oh man. All right. Well, actually, while we're on the subject there, so I'm wondering like since you mentioned Absinthe, did you get to do any other shows there that weekend, or what did you guys get? Like, are we expecting an Absinthe full review or what?
Well, so we actually have quite a bit of, or a couple clips from Absinthe in our day one video.
Oh. Okay.
But it was kind of weird. We bought the tickets back when Absinthe was down to just table service, right after they reopened. And then because everything reopened, they added way more chairs. But we didn't get any kind of money back for our tickets.
Of course not.
They were just like, this is fine. So they did kind of like group just the group you were with together. So like we had 4 seats that were like chained to each other instead of like at Absinthe that used to be all the seats are chained to each other.
Right.
And you had no personal space. So Absinthe was good. It was back to full capacity or very close. Oh my. The pooch up.
Yeah, a little bit.
He loves sirens. Yeah, so Absinthe was back to full capacity. I think they were missing some performers because a lot of performers' visas ran out. A lot of international people. It was still a great show. It felt a little shorter than usual. And I did hear that they just added a 3rd showtime for the first time ever. So now
okay.
Wow.
So it's like the most popular show in Vegas right now out of all I mean let's call it what it is. Out of all 12 of them, it's the most popular show right now.
Yeah, I think Opium is still closed as far as I know. I think Atomic Saloon is open again.
Right.
Because I think Norma Helly just did a video there.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was a good experience for sure. I just feel like show tickets are a lot more expensive than usual because they're trying to make up for being closed.
Right. So no tickets for tonight or anything like that. You're not going to get the highly discounted tickets right now, I'm guessing.
I'm not totally sure. Well, and I feel like tickets for tonight was not really very much off of an Absinthe ticket because we did buy them there once, and I think maybe you save $8.
Yeah, you don't get much off of them at all once it's all said and done with taxes and fees. I feel like it's usually better to get them through the hotel. If nothing else, they'll consider your play. Maybe they'll give you a discount and all that.
Yeah. So we got ours through the Spiegel World website, and Spiegel World owns Opium, Absinthe, and Atomic Saloon.
Right. So it's been a big one there. Here we go. We're just gonna give Kevin the address for some of the feeds there. That's one of them, Kev. That's one of them. We're just doing Earth Cams over here, buddy. If you want to do the Vegas Strip feed there.
I know Cinnamon was looking up Absinthe tickets, and she said they were crazy expensive when she looked.
Yeah, well, Absinthe. I mean, it's a well, I guess it's not really a Cirque show, is it?
It's like an inappropriate Cirque show.
Right.
Like they make really funny jokes.
Is it worse than Humanity, would you say, or is it not as far as quality goes, but as far as content goes?
We haven't seen Zumanity, but I would say it's about as inappropriate as you could get.
Okay, so it's probably like Zumanity tier. If nothing else, it's in the same tier there.
There was a really funny joke at the beginning. We have part of it in our vlog, but it made us think of Josh and Roger. There were.
I love where this is going.
2 fab dudes were sitting in the front row, not you as 2 fab dudes, 2 other. And the gazillionaire who's the host of the show, and he's probably one of the most inappropriate. He always picks people in the crowd and makes fun of them. But he was like, "Oh, it's so great! You found somebody who looks just like you to sleep with." Like,
on that bombshell there, I'm gonna say I'm really glad that Wonder Woman does not look like me. That really helps.
Well, and Josh and Roger don't look alike; they have their own unique.
Right, but
look.
Yeah, he's much better looking, and I'm basically a goblin. So yeah.
Oh, that's not true. Josh is a good-looking guy, of course.
Not.
Shout out to Melly right there. Melly's doing some fun slot stuff. I think she just got a hand pay recently, I think.
Yeah, but I would suggest if you're at Absinthe, don't sit in the first couple rows if you don't want to get made fun of.
Sit in the first couple of rows, absolutely. Let's make it fun. Get that Russ game going.
That couple to get up on stage and give each other lap dances.
Oh my god.
As
He
long as
did
it
a
happens.
gay versus straight lap dance contest.
Oh my God.
That's a little bit of a curb stomp right there. I mean, like, what's the straight dude gonna do to compete there? That's not fair.
Right?
In my experience, the only thing a straight guy can do, no offense, Ace, is just shake their junk around. That's all he can do.
None taken.
There's
All
also the helicopter.
there you go. There's that.
Yeah. Oh, and the flying squirrel. Yeah.
There
But
you
anybody
go. with the box. Yeah.
can do that.
I have a slight advantage being a brother who's experienced with jazz, so I've got a little bit of rhythm there. I got a little
Brown
bit of
chicken,
rhythm.
bow wow.
But that's about it. That's about all I got.
And now it feels like our usual stream.
And I want now I want everybody in chat to go Google flying squirrel on Urban Dictionary and tell me what you find out.
There goes Roger, removing his mic is muted for the rest of the chat. Gonna get us demonetized.
Anthony.
Who said that?
That was Anthony.
Yes!
No!
Don't worry, you're fine. That's so funny.
I hesitate to do this now, but I was going to open this up to an open Q&A for the last 15 minutes of the stream.
Oh my god.
As long as Roger will sit quietly and drink his water.
I will sit quietly and drink my water.
All right. No. And that is all the copyright that we get.
That's it. That was less than 7 seconds. You're good.
We're covered. We're covered. All right, we're back to New York.
Oh, that's a good view. I like that one.
All right, so yeah, guys, let's open it up to some questions here. We'll go ahead and take. We'll see if we can take see if we can get up to 10. See if we can get up to 10. Neil is the first one that gets to ask a question. What's up, my brother? All is well, man. All is well. That is question number one. That is question number one. No, good to see you, brother.
I'm glad it's educational for you, Martin.
Yeah, you're welcome, Martin.
It's actually a bit of a feat
drinking.
to teach Martin something, I think, actually. I was expecting him to say something like that.
Right?
That's true. Well, he did talk about the BJs earlier, so.
Yep, this is true. At Four Queens, I mean, again, he's not wrong. He should talk to Pennies about that.
Or BJs from Four Queens. Why not?
Hey, there you go. As long as you get all of them.
Oh, high school.
And good night, everybody. How do you keep making it here?
I don't know. How do you keep inviting me back? I don't understand.
I clicked the button.
Kyle says most underrated hotel on the Strip? ?
Ooh, most underrated hotel on the Strip. Let's make that a round robin there. Anthony, no. Damn it, Anthony. Wow.
Oh, no.
I invited family to watch this week, bro. Come on now.
Oh, you should have warned me ahead of time, dude. Oh, you should have warned me way ahead of time.
We know what you're about, man. It's too late.
Okay, good.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start from, or I guess starting from the bottom. Roger, what's your most underrated Vegas hotel on the Strip?
Yes. What, starting from the bottom? Never mind. So I guess this is all going to have to be based on personal opinion because it can't be like an overall consensus.
Right.
For me personally, I think it's Flamingo.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because like
listening, please.
Well, I know it's an older property. I know they've had some issues in the past, without naming the issues specifically, but its location, it's a great location.
Okay.
The staff there is always super nice. I've never had a problem with staff. And I like my air conditioning, and their air conditioning is always on par.
All right.
I've always done pretty good gambling there. Their pool it's decent. It's decent enough. I don't swim that much, but it's decent enough. I don't know. I just think mainly based on location, it's probably one of the best spots on the Strip. It's kind of like right there, center Strip, where you can get to everything.
All right. Christina, what about you, bud? What do you think?
I would say after our most recent trip, hands down is Vidara for us.
Oh, Vidara, okay.
I feel like the views are incredible if you get a Strip view and a fountain view. So you can see, and the windows are huge. The room is really large, and you get a fridge.
Right.
You get a hot plate thing to cook on.
Okay.
I don't know that I would use that in Vegas, but Pool was nice. The pool is actually on top of like where you wait at the ballet.
Oh yeah.
It's like the little overhang.
So you can look over.
But
and
you
see the
can,
art.
yeah, I love how easy it is to get at everywhere. So we tried to really film that this time. The Bellagio walkway starts in the Vidara, goes to the back of Bellagio, so it's super close, easy to get home at night. It's a short sidewalk to Aria, and Aria is a great place to hang out late at night.
Definitely.
It has great restaurants too, and then there's just a set of stairs down to the Cosmo.
All right.
So you can get everywhere super fast. Rooms are nice, and it's a little quieter. Like, especially being Memorial Day weekend, it was actually really nice to be set back just a little bit from the strip.
Nice. All right, let me think. That is a good question. If we're talking physically on the strip, I'd probably give it to New York, New York. I don't think it's terribly underrated, but I think it goes unnoticed as being a really good budget property.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good pick right there. Shout out to Neil for the excellent question. And of course, for the super chat over here, we got 5 Canadian coming through. We're already on track to beat Penny's bankroll from this last trip. I think he only took $12 Canadian. We already got him beat. But yeah, New York, New York. Now, especially since I'm looking at it, it's got lots of entertainment on site. It's a good budget destination. The pool, it's physically there, I guess. So that's a neat thing. But I like that it's got.
Was that your description of the pool?
It's a neat thing. It's a neat thing. It's there. It's physically there. That's all right. It's all good. But no, jokes aside, I mean, it's got plenty to do. It's got the roller coaster. It's got the arcade. It works for pretty much every crowd, especially younger crowds. And it's got the piano bar, and I love a good piano bar. So
nice.
That's a win.
And the Hershey store. Oh.
Indeed. Let's see. We got another one. We got another question in here. Kurt, Southern California. Is Stage Door still a good place to go?
I'm going to throw my opinion out there that I never actually thought it was a good place to go to begin with.
It's the dive bar on the strip, in my opinion. I'll say
it
that.
Is.
If you're picking a dive bar on the strip, it's the spot.
Yeah, it's definitely a dive bar of the sorts. Yeah, I agree with that.
And it feels to me like it's like your standard Midwest bar. Like you feel like you're right in the middle of Illinois, and the drinks are cheap.
All of Mark's girlfriends are there.
It's close to some things. What?
All of Mark's girlfriends are there.
That's true.
You know, the ones with the nice purses. You know, the very large, very prominent purses.
Yeah, the liquor store that's attached to the Stage Door is kind of a hidden gem too.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that.
Really cheap bottles of alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, after you knock back like 6 buds for $6 over there, then good place to clean
especially
up
if you're staying at the Flamingo.
Yeah.
I do want to try the hot dog. We're going to try the hot dog on this trip. We haven't tried them yet.
I'm going to be there to film that. That's a short. That's going to be a short.
You just want to watch me stick a hot dog in my mouth.
You know what I do? The OnlyFans.
Sweet. You better share that revenue.
Can we make a boomerang of that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. We should move on to the next question. Next one. We're pressing for time now. What's something to do in Vegas that's off the beaten track, as in somewhere not many tourists would go?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first thing that kind of comes to mind is, I mean, I guess you could just get off and go to Spring Mountain. That's a little off the beaten track there. If you're looking for some outstanding Asian cuisine, especially Spring Mountain roads, like that's kind of the first thing that I do off strip there. Maybe hit a buffet or, just one of the Thai restaurants up there. Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't do a whole lot of off the beaten path type of stuff. I mean, I guess we did in the past, but now that we're in our older years, we kind of just stick to where we're staying mostly.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I would say going to the Arts District is a great place to go that not a lot of tourists are there. Because you've got breweries, you've got really cool antique stores with vintage Vegas souvenirs that are super cheap. And you've also got really, really good food like Esther's Kitchen. There's Tacotarian. There's a couple new places. Able Baker Brewing has really good food.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff there in the Arts District.
Yeah. If you want to check out some of that cool stuff that you're talking about there, Chris, go check out Kino's last video where they went to the Art District and saw that really cool store with all the old stuff. I forget the slogan. It was like dead people's crap and cool stuff or something like that for the slogan for the store. Yeah.
It's funny. We've been to two of those antique stores, but not that one.
I'll have to check that out. Here's one from Duder over here, Water, Wilds, and Weeds. How about the most overrated strip hotel since we're on the subject? Everyone's going to unsubscribe after I say this.
Do it.
Everyone's going to unsubscribe when I say this. But I'm going to actually, no, I'm going to wait until you guys say theirs because I don't want to influence the stream. I want to hear what you guys have to say first.
I want you to go this time first, Chris.
Most overrated hotel.
If this were like first thing this morning, I would have said Bellagio, which I love the Bellagio, but I always felt like the rooms were just like, I felt like some of the property looks like 90s fancy. Whenever you have to make their kitchen look like custody. But I saw a video from Travel Ruby today, and she stayed in one of the remodeled rooms, and it was beautiful, and it made me really think Bellagio, or rethink Bellagio. So I feel like I would definitely stay there after seeing that, and I thought it was overrated, but I feel like I was wrong with the changes they've made. Right. And the location's great.
Yeah.
But as far as what's currently overrated, I don't really know. That's a tough one.
I feel like everything's
it would have been Bellagio, but now it's not.
Yeah, when you've been to Vegas as many times as we have, they're all kind of overrated. I'm just kidding.
You like dirt off the shoulder. Right?
We've been to all of them.
Actually, Nurse Jerry's got an interesting one, Mirage. I can see that because it's not the place it used to be. So I can respect that answer. Honestly, I'm not even cross about that. Like, I get it for sure with Mirage. I think it's still a great spot, but there's some places like Mandalay, for example, where you get basically the same thing, but Mandalay is just like 2 tiers higher for what you get.
Yeah.
So Nurse Jerry, you are. I'll give you that one. I respect that answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with a lot of people and say Bellagio. I don't think.
Oh my god! I think this is actually. So I didn't even need to say it. I didn't have to influence the stream over here.
No.
So all three of us were basically thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I did say there pretty recently. I stayed there right before. I think the first week of March, last week of February. They did put me into one of the new remodeled rooms on the end of them. There's one of the corner rooms. It's pretty. It's good stuff. I'm glad they finally stepped that up a little bit, and it makes me feel better. Now, if I didn't get it comped and if I had to pay money for it, I'd still go to Aria. I'd still go to Cosmo. I'd probably still go to Wynn. I probably will go to Resorts World.
Yeah. I just think it's there's a lot of hype for not much return when it comes to Bellagio. Yeah,
Bellagio, I feel like it's been coasting on the name for a very long time. And it's just like the gold standard of Vegas luxury, but they're just other properties, definitely. Yeah, other properties that have really just surpassed it. I try to say surpassed and properties at the same time, and that's what happened there.
That's all, folks.
There it is. There it is. The Jeff Goldblum there. Words.
But no, I agree. And, and as much as I loved the fountains at first, come on, it's been how many decades now?
Right.
Update that shit.
Oh, here's a good question here. Here's a great question from, since we're done with this is a great question from Chloe over here. I think we have time for one more question after this one. Chloe Stanners, can someone explain the girls walking around with feather outfits? I always go to Vegas and see them, but is there more info on them? Just curious, always been. Well, Chloe.
Well, if you were here about 25 minutes ago and you heard us talking about BJ's, that's what they're for. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, if a photo's $25, how much would that be?
Oh, no. It's a 21 and upstream. It's a 21 and upstream, too. Oh, my God. All right. PP. Girls with feather are spies. That's the best answer, probably.
That would actually be very clever if they were undercover cops. That'd be very clever.
They were. That actually is pretty smart. So here's the answer for that, Chloe. So they are street performers or buskers, as some people say. So basically what they do is they're like freelance models. I guess modelers would be building something or sculpting something. But they are freelance models that just kind of walk around. They'll promote their Instagram. They'll take pictures with you in exchange for tips. Kind of like the guys in the superhero suits. Kind of like the Chippendales guys, all that jazz, They just stand out there. They look pretty. You take souvenir pictures, and then you tip them an exorbitant amount of money for it. So,
Yeah. It's not worth it.
Yeah. See, there's Autumn right there. I can always expect something like that in Ace's stream. That's because we keep inviting Roger.
Hey.
All right.
You don't want to hear my shit? Quit inviting me to this.
Never.
You're stuck with me forever.
There we go. Vegas Visuals. Vegas Visual knows what it is. There's a company that provides the costumes and pairs up the girls. Yes, and I've actually seen instances where the girls have actually gotten fights with other showgirls because they're like, "This is our God." It's gonna sound so bad when I say this, but they're gonna say things like, "This is our corner." Like you can see those young ladies in this stream over here, right here. You can see them over here, and that right next to who is that? That's Catboy from the PJ Masks. Don't ask why I know that. I have a small child.
Dang,
so I do know that.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Like that's just how that works out. But yeah, Catboy from the PJ Masks. He's like the leader or whatever. He's Discount Flash is what he is.
Okay, Ace. Whatever you say.
He's Discount Flash.
Discount Flash.
Yeah, that's basically it. And Gecko's like Crybaby Spider-Man. He's terrible. Outlet's the good one.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. But yeah, street performers, they expect tips if you take a picture with them. So yeah, there's that. Just like Deadpool over here. Just like T'Challa and Captain Deadpool over here.
Captain Deadpool.
Yeah, just Deadpool. But yeah, that's about it. That's how they do there. All right, guys. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, there's the answer from Vegas Fanatic. Be sure to ask the street performers how much they charge before you get a pic with them. If they're not willing to tell you how much it is, walk away.
Yeah.
All right. So just walk away.
That's also a good point. The girls have to expect tips because they can't charge money without a sales license.
Oh, that is true. So yeah, that is. I'm probably sure that's true. I don't know the law on it. I believe it. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Vegas Visual is chock full of the good information there. I believe Vegas Visual.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Then, you guys ready for this one?
Yes.
Some people no Intel.
I thought that for sure was going to be it.
I should have clicked on Intels. I really should click on Intels. Feather guys slap guys' ass when they walk by. Yeah, no, that's sexual harassment. I don't care who you are there. If you slap someone on their ass without permission, that's sexual harassment. Like save it for your significant other, okay? That's all that is.
Now, I'm going to put it out there. Feel free to spank my ass whenever you want, anybody and everybody.
Well, Roger has given permission, so that's different. So we're going to come out there and we'll slap Roger's. Right? we have a day plan. Now we have a day planned at Hallapalooza. So there we go.
Yay!
Roger Spankings all day. That should be your burlesque name, Roger Spankings.
Oh my gosh.
See, I can do one. I can do those every once in a while.
Hey-o!
All right, so Kyle Coomer, why is Fremont so overlooked? What do you guys think on that?
Oh God, I don't know.
Should luck the dollars.
Yeah, of course he will.
Of course he will. He's a good man.
I think
his ass. He gets the dollars.
Yeah, right. I think, based on just pure observation, I think Fremont gets looked over the most. one, because it's downtown and most people don't think of downtown, they just think of the Strip. But it's not nearly as glitz and glamour as the Strip, and people want the glitz and glamour when they think of Vegas.
Right.
So that's my biggest thing, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a little harder to get to, and some places are outdated, but I still feel like it's worth including as part of your trip because it's history. You've got all the neon lights, and there's a lot of really cool places there that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, I love downtown.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Circa is so cool, especially to have that now. But a lot of like the older casinos are awesome too. And it's so much more laid back.
We'll finally,
we'll
finally be able to get to see Circa. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, we haven't actually been there yet, so
nice.
Yeah. Actually, Kumquat's over here saying it's awful busy with a lot of people for being overlooked. I think ultimately what that comes down to. Oh, thanks, Podkento. Appreciate it, bud. Oh, nice. Getting revved up for the trick. That's what we'd like to hear. Shout outs about Podkento there. But Kumquat's actually made a really good point here. Lots of people. I think what it is it's overlooked for the casual fans. Because I'm not going to lie, I didn't go the first time that I went to Vegas. I was on the Strip. I got sold the Strip. That's what we did, especially as young people. This generation is definitely a hardcore Strip. Those of us that went to Vegas, usually as kids, the 90s Vegas or the 80s Vegas or whatever, the more family-friendly Vegas, that stuff was all on the Strip. They didn't have it downtown. That was the more adult, that was the more mature one there. So a lot of us are still kind of discovering that. But yeah, my first trip, I didn't go downtown. I've taken a lot of people out there for their first trip, and I didn't take them downtown just so they could take in how everything's been on the Strip, just so they can get a general vibe of it. So I think a lot of casual fans miss out on it, and I think that's what Kyle was saying about it being overlooked. It's definitely overlooked by a lot of casual fans, a lot of casual tourists, and a lot of first-time visitors miss out on that. I think it was one of my friend's parents had to tell us, hey, don't forget to go downtown before we went down there to check it out. And we're like, oh, this is actually kind of popping. It's nice to actually be able to play a little bit of blackjack and win and all that. But it takes that extra little bit of time, and you need to know about it. Like, they will sell you this. MGM will throw this to you on your phone in a mobile game and tell you, hey, we'll pay for you to come down here. And it looks fancy. It's totally luxe. Great place for Instagram, all that jazz. It is catering to a younger generation now, and it's catering to the mass market. And Fremont just doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do that, but it's all part of the vibe. I
mean, there are essentially two different Las Vegases in Las Vegas, and it just depends on what your scene is.
Right.
So,
In fact, I made a video about that pretty recently, too. I did the Strip versus Fremont, actually.
Yeah.
If you aren't subscribed to Ace of Vegas, you should subscribe. That's the only way you can access that video. That's already up. Then you actually don't need to subscribe to access, but do it anyway.
No, you do need to subscribe. You will subscribe. I need a.
Oh, there you go. You want to subscribe? Oh man. All right, but yeah, I mean that's all I got for that. Yeah, guys. So yeah, any other final thoughts on this over here? Shout out to Christina for providing all the information. But yeah, if you want to take it away with final thoughts, there, boss.
Yeah, I feel like the old Vegas, pre-Corona Vegas is back. We really enjoyed it. It's definitely more expensive right now because they're trying to make up for the past year. Right. But I'm hoping that'll settle down. But you can still have a good time. Just have to pre-plan some things. Okay. That makes it a lot easier. Nice. But it is nice to see that Vegas is back. Yeah. Although for all of us, it never left. So
it's true.
Nice.
It's true.
We kept it alive here in our hearts and on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Dan, the buffet comps are back. My Vegas already brought back their 2-for-1 on MGM Grand. Unfortunately, it's MGM Grand's buffet, but it's back. It's back there, buddy.
It's got to be better than Strat's buffet, so. I don't know.
It has free beer.
Okay, well, then it's already better.
True. You have to. What you have to do is you have to double fist it, and you have to finish them both before you go out there. That's the trick.
I'm good at double fisting, so.
And on that bombshell, time for outros. Because it's time for us to get to bed. Good night, everybody. So, who wants to start with the outros this time? Now that everybody has an outro, Roger.
What? I don't have an outro. Hi, I'm Roger from Two Fat Dudes. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in. Oh wait, we're gonna be in Vegas in a week. Be sure to tune in for that.
Yes, about damn time.
We're gonna be doing a live stream from the stage door on Saturday the 19th at 8 p.m. Vegas time. So tune out our channel for that. But we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Nice. Christina, I think it's your turn now.
And stay fab.
Oh yeah, stay fab.
You even have an outro. How are you not
Which
using
I
that?
have to point out, Resorts World is stealing from you.
I know, bastards.
Oh,
I pointed it out in our vlog.
I've already got my lawyer on it.
they're
You
stealing
should.
from us.
You should.
We need to hear about this
There's
before
all
we
kinds
jump
of
off.
posters or signs in the airport that say "Stay fabulous."
Yeah. Yeah, I got my lawyer on it. We're good.
For you to show up.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Ace Vegas. We're seeking Vegas Sunrise. See you at sunrise.
All right. And on that bombshell, Spinners and Sharks, again, mad shout outs to Two Fab Dudes and Seeking Vegas Sunrise for coming through. Their links are in the description box below if you are somehow not subscribed to them already. But until next time, though, it's Ace of Vegas. We're signing out, wishing you strong hands, and of course, happy spinning, you guys. Good night, everybody.